In un'epoca in cui il futuro cresce storto e il tempo si comporta male, Maison Bugia è una casa temporanea. Sintomo di quel nomadismo insito in noi umani, si fa ecosistema, foresta oscura di domande proibite, ribelle come una notte a Berlino, dove senza mappa, nel buio, si sviluppa e sfugge nello stesso istante. È quando si fa giorno però che arriva la sorpresa. Nella luce senza pietà il segreto si schiude e custodisce dentro di te la bugia più vera del mondo.
At the center lies an investigation of the body understood as a domus, a matrix and a sensitive archive of traumas and pleasures, a political and erotic site in constant transformation. Through the use of symbolic and fragile materials, Bianco creates landscapes of memory that sublimate collective pain, navigating it through an experience of care and witnessing.
So, hi ladies.
Ciao.
Sorry, but this place is a little bit messy today.
Super messy.
Okay, so finally we are here. Thank you for having me this time.
The master of the project.
Yeah, somehow. Yeah. Call me mother.
So I met you in Milan, in a Milan that no longer kind of exists anymore, if not in my mind, where we did an exhibition together. And if I close my eyes all the time and I think of you, I think of light, almost like a religious poem. And the reason this happens is because I knew and I met you, and I know you nowadays as well as, you know, as a creative. I know you from a really deep and personal level, where a precious, you know, part of Nicola, of you as a person, which is the creative that we know today. And I think like it just moves me every time that we, you know.
Yeah, I'm just about to cry.
So, you know, it's quite emotional. We're all happy to be here. And coming back of what I'm meant to do is tell me about this landscape of memory that you create.
Oh, that's a very interesting point to start over, because this work basically is based on trying to make an archive of memories. You know, it's a podcast where I interview other creatives. But for me, memory is like the most important part of my practice. So I want to make a mark, but obviously mostly for myself, but to live better the moment and moments of my life. And talking about memories kind of blurs my memory inside of me. You're talking about very special times, you know, we were young and younger, and time in Milan was really like a fairy tale for me. Coming from a small village to the big city of Italy, and then even bigger cities, for me, memory is like a fantasy cartoon. So it's very important to keep it in mind and non-stop working on that. Memory is like a human archive to discover every day. So it's basically it's a matrix, as you said, where you can always apply and come back to. But it always kind of bugia a lie, you know, because in our mind memories kind of fade out and just keep turning back whenever you want. But I could keep going for infinite time. So I'm gonna ask something else, maybe to break the ice, talking about also in Italian, if you want.
Vabbè, noi invece ci siamo conosciuti qua, abbiamo fatto questo percorso relativamente insieme. Una delle cose che mi sono chiesta proprio anche della tua ricerca che hai avuto qui, il fatto che, ecco, tutto, o comunque una parte preponderante di questo progetto ruota appunto attorno alla parola bugia. E mi sono chiesta spesso quale fosse il valore della bugia per te e anche in che modo intendessi la bugia stessa e quali potessero essere le sfumature di questa.
Intanto grazie. Sapevo che invitarti sarebbe stato interessante per andare a scovare degli aspetti nascosti. Per me bugia è un concept sia complesso che in realtà molto semplice. Penso che sia da un lato un meccanismo umano che è naturale, quindi sia per quanto riguarda una barriera, una protezione, quindi inventare la propria bugia per mettere uno schermo, come anche in questa installazione, con il mondo esterno. Una bugia anche per quanto riguarda la capacità di noi umani di inventare il futuro, e soprattutto per noi artisti, quando fuori dalla porta c'è una realtà che ti dice che non è un mestiere o che è tutto irreale, quello che facciamo non serve a nulla ed è una grande bugia, edulcoriamo la realtà. Chiamare bugia un progetto per me è come sovvertire proprio questo concetto e riappropriarci di questa parola e dire è una bugia, sì, va bene, perché stiamo reinventando il nostro futuro, perché non possiamo fare altrimenti che sognarlo in un'epoca in cui si cerca di farci comprare pure quello. E come dicevi tu, appunto, è una forma di capitalismo che cerca di comprare anche le nostre idee, e quindi mentire per me è come cambiare paradigma e avere il coraggio di farlo. E ho voluto indagare un po' con altre persone, con gli ospiti, quanto fosse insito anche nelle altre persone questo sentimento e questa volontà di cambiare le cose, anche se tutto questo può rivelarsi una bugia.
How, like, I remember the way this project was born, and I was just sitting in Bethnal Green on a bench, just chilling, and we were just talking on the phone. How would you describe like how this project was born, and how, like, what kind of lies do you tell yourself?
Basically started drawing this sign and buying like neon lights to make it pop. And I was thinking about the last year of this experience here in this gallery. I was doing my stuff of video art and performance, but the most important part of the work was talking to other people, other creatives, about their practice, their lies, you know. So this time I wanted to create a bridge and something to share and to be exposed together. So also talking about memory, I wanted to be public. My memory needed to be public. So the people I met, talking up with them about this topic, and to make it public again. To in the future to fix it, like I'm almost somehow will lost my mind and don't remember anything. Maybe I will get back to Maison Bugia to recreate this situation and think about positive time where I was living in Berlin, chilling as you were chilling on your bench. Making this like a huge archive, also to inspire other people, because I thought that the conversation we had downstairs here were too precious to be hidden inside of a Berlin underground stuff. The lie about that, I was telling me that I was a podcaster actor and that everybody will join the situation here. I was keeping telling myself, you can do it. You could be a video artist. You can do your own show, even though there's plenty of podcasts over there. But I also think about, I believe that this format and the people that have been here are in the range of, they're not anymore newbies and not so famous artists. So that's interesting from an outside point of view. How do you manage yourself? What do you believe is real? It's not real. What you tell yourself to keep going? And I found out that it's even more impressive than I thought. So it's really overwhelming of love, joy, and really appreciate the guests I had. And definitely I will continue to lie to myself as this project will continue with me. So yeah, so here we are.
Come pensi che questo progetto si inserisca poi all'interno del panorama contemporaneo? Cioè, nel senso, credi che sia le conversazioni che hai avuto, ciò che ne è nato, pensi che sia un modo per indagare meglio il contemporaneo o pensi che sia una modalità quasi per proteggerci momentaneamente da esso? Cioè pensi sia appunto più una fabulazione, un modo per raccontarci fra di noi il fatto che qualcosa di migliore sia possibile, rimanendo però magari appunto solo all'interno del contesto di una bugia, di una fabulazione?
Assolutamente sì, e penso tutte queste cose contemporaneamente, questo è il mio problema, nel senso che sono una persona tendenzialmente ottimista che ha trovato nell'arte un po' la sua comfort zone, pur sapendo che l'arte è un ambiente insidioso ed è estremamente aperto e indecifrabile, quindi il cerchio si riapre nuovamente. Trovo che sia un ottimo strumento per indagare dall'interno, come una sorta di metacuratela. Infatti mi è piaciuto anche dare poi consigli, permettermi di dare consigli, non consigli, forse è la parola sbagliata, ma di aprire dialoghi su tematiche molto intime, di cui le persone si sono fidate di parlare. Questo trovo che sia radicale e abbia una sorta di valenza in termini di resistenza. Questo concetto, soprattutto per noi italiani in questo momento, ma penso a livello globale, anche il fatto di renderlo come un archivio pubblico che rimane incrollabile, è come mettere un punto fermo e dire ci siamo anche noi e stiamo provando queste cose, occhio che siamo degli esseri umani che sono in grado di convivere con il problema e sono ancora in grado di inventare bugie e cercano di farsi delle domande per inventarsi il futuro. Penso che si inserisca in un panorama contemporaneo perché siamo persone reali, cioè il titolo è anche un po' un gioco di parole proprio per andare poi a scovare quello che di vero è insito in noi. Sì.
I think like at the core of your practice there's a lot of like speculative fabulation. Would you like to unpack that?
Sure, yeah. I really appreciated Donna Haraway texts about and exercises on speculative fabulation and how creatives can invent stories, also sci-fi fiction, also fantasy stuff, trying to incorporate that and try to have fun on sharing our inner world. Just because it's inner world, it's also fake somehow, just because you can't touch it properly. Speculative fabulation has some one of the most powerful tools we have nowadays, and I think that artists have always been doing that in paintings, and I can think about Van Gogh or stuff, also Picasso. They are kind of deconstructing realities to make it their own. So I wanted to investigate that, and the role of this kind of technique allows us to be free. There's no performance needed because everything is allowed. So yeah, for me it's like a mantra. So I love to play very much with that, with words, and I think I enjoyed it with others too.
L'ultima domanda per me è che è più un'osservazione, più un modo per iniziare anche proprio semplicemente il discorso, che ho trovato molto interessante del tuo progetto, proprio una delle cose che mi è piaciuta di più, è il fatto che in un mondo che effettivamente in questo momento storico è quasi ossessionato dall'autenticità, c'è sempre una ricerca di costante autenticità, che effettivamente poi è solo una maschera. Ho trovato veramente tanto interessante che tu volessi parlare in maniera così proprio quasi prepotente della bugia e andare incontro ad essa in questo modo. Yeah.
Grazie. Sì, diciamo che volevo combattere la sindrome dell'impostore per me in primis, e quindi volevo un progetto vero, un progetto che dall'inizio alla fine mi desse l'energia e la carica per avere il coraggio di dire la mia. Io credo tanto nelle persone e per questo sono convinto e cerco di imparare tutte le emozioni, le sfaccettature, i nostri comportamenti, anche quelli primordiali, quelli più istintivi, come può essere mentire per proteggerci, eccetera. E quindi volevo portarlo fuori. Per fare questo mi sono dovuto spingere un po' con il fatto di registrare nel basement, scegliere una situazione di light design un po' aggressiva, condividere delle domande e un concept molto specifico dove veniva richiesto comunque un certo tipo di preparazione, e infatti suscitava abbastanza timore nelle persone che poi sono passate di qui. Questo mi dispiaceva da morire dentro, ma ho cercato di nasconderlo proprio perché a volte avevo bisogno di scossoni, ma tenuti per mano anche un po', e avevo fiducia in me nel fatto di portare il progetto sulle mie spalle e con la mia cura, e che è una cosa che ho imparato a fare negli anni attraverso la performance e altri lavori collettivi. Sapevo che era in buone mani questa bugia che mi veniva confessata, e dall'altra parte sono convinto, anche e soprattutto dopo aver visto che cosa è successo, di quanto ce ne sia bisogno, di vedere persone reali. Poi quello che dicono può essere vero come no, ma intanto è stato detto, no? Una sorta un po' di God complex, nel senso che una volta che dici una cosa con le parole, questa diventa reale. Cioè, la Bibbia inizia così fondamentalmente. Quindi sì, il gioco di parole pop, catchy, con Maison Bugia, i luci, lo stile berlinese, però la ricerca puntigliosa per mettere a disagio le persone era per in quei 40 minuti cercare qualcosa di più vero possibile, paradossalmente, perché penso che ci sia fame di questo. Io in primis no.
So if you're talking about the realest thing that like you have found out talking with people, conversing with people, what would you think the realest thing is? And what's real and what's not?
So thinking about the whole project, I think that basically the answer is the same for both questions and both polls, and that's the beauty of that. As almost everyone was telling that is happy to live this life and wanted to live it the fullest, mm-hmm. and also hope that the others, not only humans, but every creature, deserves to be alive and to live it properly. Mm-hmm. And that is amazing. And also, as maybe in my eyes now, it's like in their eyes, I was savoring that it was a lie, but in the meantime, it was the most beautiful truth.
Yeah.
So as big as that, as as kooky as that. But I found out that, many people was telling me at the end of the recording that, oh my God, I was telling bullshits, I love the world, peace for everyone. But I think that's about hope and courage. And the most sweet thing I saw is that everyone wants to be in a world where there's a conversation open, where we can be free to imagine another future possible. It's funny about that because almost everyone is an artist or a creator or a creative person. But I've been interviewing also a scientist, mm-hmm. and a friend, so it's good how you can be human after all. So I wanted to be up there, you know. Don't be afraid to talk shit about peace and imagine another future possible.
Mm-hmm. And what's the lie that you tell yourself, which is this question that like is central to all of this project?
I don't want to be kooky, but
you can be cooking.
yeah. Obviously, I was thinking about that all the time, knowing that, oh my God, guys are so free to tell me their lies, and I'm an imposter because I don't know mine, you know. But that's my turn. So my lie is about this world that could be better. And as someone told me yesterday, it could be tomorrow is another day. I also believe that. So I keep telling myself that I love myself.
Okay, that's quite the core of it. I feel like lots of people would agree with you. That like people that have been interviewed and like people that have like had conversations with you. I think it's funny how you could ask everyone what's your lie, but all our lies are quite the same.
Yeah.
So I think it's quite universal kind of like feeling.
I failed somehow but somehow I won because I wanted also a recognition. I want to be interviewing other humans to find out how similar I am to them.
Yeah.
So now I am mad because I'm not that kind of super angel, feeling myself super, you know, big plans or big hopes. I'm as human as others.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of mad about that.
Which is not a lie.
Yeah, I don't know what's real anymore, and that's amazing.
Yeah, especially in a period of history where like we don't actually know what's real and what's not. It's quite interesting. Like we are discussing it.
Yeah, we have been recording for 3 months, not from now till now, and it was funny looking outside. The world was crumbling down, and we were recording downstairs, talking about a happy future together, and was very, very.
But that's art, no?
What?
That's art.
Yeah. That's hard.
Speculation. Do you want to talk about how you got here?
Here in
like
Berlin?
Your trajectory.
Yeah, starting from a small village in Italy, I was kind of not allowing me to be an artist until I was 26. When I moved for working to Milan, I was really jealous of, and I was envying other people going to the Academy of Fine Arts. One day, I remember I was looking at the big drawings they were making outside the gallery, and I was like, bitch, why don't you do that yourself? Why don't you do that as they are doing? So allowing yourself to be an artist, or at least try to do that instead of envying or being jealous. And then I studied Academy of Fine Arts, and there I met one of my best friends, Rachele, and that's the link of this gallery, because we were talking about, oh my God, after the COVID and stuff, blah, 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 let's make something together. Let's move to Berlin together. Some random stuff, you know. And let's look for a gallery to rent and to be our studio. And that's last year we made it. So we did another opening with the guys. Also Margherita Mezzetti was here. And then last winter, she was calling me, would you mind to be here again? And I was like, oh my God, yes. And so basically the turning point was like allowing myself, telling me the lie that I am an artist too, and believing that lie. And somehow nowadays could be the second lie I tell myself every day. Wake up, honey, you're an artist. Also today. Tomorrow you can choose not to be, or maybe the reality around is too bully, too hard to be an artist, and you can decide to put everything down. But yeah, it's a mental war. But I'm here, and I think that it's always a present moment since then.
What do you mean by that?
That point, I was choosing myself, basically.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Wow. Yeah.
Which is not from a lie, though. On a level.
Yeah, it's a big lie also.
But is it because of your imposter syndrome, or is it actually a lie? Since we're here.
Oh, fuck. That's the second or the third fuck. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Yes.
Sorry, you know me.
Yeah, definitely it's not. Maybe you're liars too, and this is all fake, but I don't think so. Yeah, maybe this time I have just because it's so technical, everything is on. This is a proper opening. I have colleagues, real colleagues. Yeah, it's real. I can touch it. I can smell it too. I
can smell nice.
I'm not gonna tell that. Oh, Chin, come here. Sì, venite. Yeah. We can have a little chit chat with the public if you want. So,
Yeah, let's do that.
if someone has some questions, can come by and talk with us. We are up. We have time for another question, or
7:30 we start.
so which time is that?
It's 7:15.
Perfect.
Hi.
Yes.
I feel. Thank you.
So I need to change myself because there's a little surprise over there. So I invite you after the conversation in a few minutes. We will start something special upstairs. So feel free to join us. And here is my colleague Chin, la mia collega Chin con la sua amica.
Her name is Du Yishao. Okay.
Ok. C'è una bugia che hai raccontato, una non verità nella tua vita?
Sì, sempre, penso.
Sempre?
Sì.
Ma in che occasione?
La bugia, come quando dico sono contenta, ma forse non sono contenta.
Wow.
Così, sì.
Hai voglia di chiederlo a lei anche in cinese?
你人生中有什么时候在说谎？就是一些说谎的经历，你可以用英语说。
No,
No.
现在
no, or
The first
Yeah, I always-
pop-ups in your mind.
I don't know. I'm very bad at lying, honestly, because I
That's a
tried.
lie.
You never know. I tried. Me myself always cannot control and burst out laughing, and
Okay.
that's the end of the line.
So you burst into laughing so hard that it's so true and people can read you. Okay.
You never know which word is right, which word is not a lie.
You never know what is real actually. So yeah, that's a good question. Cine, hai qualche domanda per noi?
我也che ne pensi su quella più grande differenza tra, nel senso, cultura, Italia e forse Asia o Berlino? Sì,
Sia Asia che Berlino.
sì, su la differenza, nel senso, cosa sentite?
The first thing I'm gonna answer in English for the public and also the recording. I will translate for you later as we are drinking together, maybe. The difference in my mind between Europe and Asia is something that I suffer so much, and it has to be with the communication and language. Because as everybody knows, something always lost in translation. So I really, it hurts me not to be in touch with the proper language with other people. And I think that's the biggest point of the problem for me. I don't know, for you maybe?
It's just a matter of understanding, like language is everything, is the way you communicate. It does not, then nuance almost is then hard to, not hard, it's harder to grasp, because the same way you speak two languages, you speak Italian, you speak English, but every time that you translate something gets lost. And the lost is just something that like is almost unknown. So that's create the kind of the distance, I believe, that if that's what you meant.
Io invece voglio provare a portare una prospettiva un po' diversa, motivo per il quale sto parlando in italiano questa sera, con cui avevo discusso anche di Nicola, che è assolutamente vero che esiste una questione di barriera linguistica e che le cose vengono perse all'interno della traduzione, però delle volte, come abbiamo cercato magari di fare in questo momento anche con Chin, che parla in cinese, e anche semplicemente provare a avere l'esperienza, avere la possibilità di esperire una lingua diversa e lasciarsi quasi più trasportare dal suono, perdere il significato, quindi evitare di pensare a ciò che si perde come una barriera, ma cercare anche appunto di pensarne in modo quasi un po' più creativo. E appunto l'utilizzare diverse lingue oggi veniva proprio anche da questo, essendo poi che parliamo di bugia, le persone che magari non conoscono il cinese, non conoscono l'italiano, che in questo momento ci stanno ascoltando, hanno nella loro mente qualcosa di indefinito, che potrebbe essere esso stesso una bugia, perché magari si stanno chiedendo, stanno provando a ricostruire le nostre conversazioni. E quindi ecco, sicuramente la questione linguistica di lingue differenti può essere una barriera, ma delle volte può essere anche semplicemente una modalità di provare a esperire, avere un'esperienza di qualcosa di differente, se ti metti ovviamente nel mindset che non stai perdendo qualcosa.
No, but of course, it's not about it's not a loss, but I think sometimes, I think it's a good approach, and I think I approach it in the same way. I don't think it's a personal loss, and I think sometimes you go with vibes with people, even if you speak two different languages.
Body
there's
vibes.
An energy, kind of almost you tap in somewhere and we both understand each other, but we don't know how. And I think that's quite special, isn't it? So I think you're right. It's both a loss and both a win, because you can also then create and tap in and kind of
it's both the most truthful lie we can ever tell. So thank you guys. I think this is time for now start the performance upstairs. So thank you for this moment, and I want you to say with me one a greeting from Maison Bugia. So I'm gonna say Maison Bugia.
Okay. Oh, come on.
Maison Bugia.
Oh, Maison Bugia.
Maison Bugia?
Yes, right.
Maison Bugia.
Maison Bugia.
Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you.
On.
Yeah. I mean, when you say
Aromatherapist.
so okay. You talk about emotions. You correct.
Kind of. You know what I mean? It's the same.
It's like the body physics or mentally.
Exactly. It's for occupation.